Most people will actually tell you that if you want to make more money, you need to work really, really hard. How true is this concept, or how true is this statement? Though you can work really hard, and when you work really hard in a company, there is every possibility that you are going to get a promotion or get a higher pay. However, you need more than a higher pay or a pay rise for you to be able to build up yourself for a very good future for yourself. Now, the process of actually working hard in any organization where you work hard and you actually get promoted at the end of the day is called a corporate ladder. That is, you get promoted from one particular level to another level. There is nothing absolutely wrong when you actually apply this principle as a worker or as an employee in an organization. It's actually very well or very good when you work for a promotion or where you get a very high pay in jobs or you get a pay rise in where you are actually working. Now, don't forget that we are in a capitalist system, a system that is called capitalist. Now, what is a capitalist system? It's a system whereby um, government intervention in the economic system is what is at a minimum, and the private organizations determine the process of what of production, distribution, and what and the exchange. But government what controls or does what we call a regulatory function. Now, in every economic system, there are three classes of people. There are three classes of people or three players in every economic system. And who are these players? Number one, those that own a business, and number two, we have the investors, and number three, we have the consumers. Now, the business owners are those that are called entrepreneurs, while the investors are people that actually put their money into a business and expect what I call a dividend or a compounded interest at the end of the day. And the consumers are what are either the rich or the poor. So in every society, whether the rich or the poor, they are all consumers. Now, among the three of them, the question now is who is most beneficial or who risks most in most cases the money in what in the economy. Now the investors are really the people that makes more money or they benefit more at the end of the day. Now, how do they benefit more? Let us look at it in this way. You have a business owner, you have an investor, and you have a consumer. The business owner is one of the company. Now, the consumer will always buy, whether you are rich or poor. You always want to eat. And when you eat, who makes the profit at the end of the day? It is the investors that have actually put their money in the company that makes the money at the end of the day. Now, let us now quickly look at the three ways through which you can actually make money in an economic system. That is, don't forget we're in the capitalist system where profit is the guiding principle. And as a laborer or a worker, you are paid what is called the wages. Now, in an economic system, how do you earn what we call money? Now, number one is what we call the workers. The workers, that is, we're talking about the three ways in which you can earn money in an economic system, or the three classes of people that earns money in an economic system. The first one is what is the worker. Here, you get paid for what? For your labor. That is, after working, you get paid for what you have worked for as a worker. Then the second one is what is the creator. As a creator, you are what? An entrepreneur. You are the owner of a company. Then as an investor, here you invest your money into something and you get paid at the end of the day. Now, people focus more on the workers. That's where the problem lies. And people focus more on the workers. They focus on more on the worker because at the end of the day, the workers get paid or it gets promoted at the end of the day. The owner of the business or the employer of the labor may decide to increase the salary, or he may decide to increase his bonus, or he may decide to also promote him. However, no matter how you earn as a worker, this cannot create what we call financial security. it can never create what we call financial security. So what we're saying there is that there are other ways which you can actually make money without necessarily being a worker. Even though you are even a worker, let's say you are even a worker, you can make money. You can make more money even when you are a worker. So even when you're a worker and you're not an investor or you're not a creator, which is an entrepreneur, you can still plan for your future. You can still plan for your future by investing your money. So there are other ways through which you can actually make money even when you are a worker or when you are not even a worker or you're a creator or an investor. So being a worker, there's a limit. As a worker, you can get paid, when you give out your time. Do you understand? As a worker, you get paid when you actually give out your time. That is, the money they are paying you at the end of the month, which is salary or wages, is paid to you because of the time that you have given to the company. Now, as a creator, you invest your time and the money. But as an investor, you invest your money to create what we call a income. Can you see now? So as an investor in the economic system, you create what we call the income because your money is now working for you, not as a worker where they buy your time, and not as a creator where you invest your time and your money. So as a worker, there's a limit to how much time or how much you can earn at the end of the month or at the end of every week. So as a worker, there's a limit to how much time you can also work. Can you see how much you can actually earn and how much time you can also work? So there's a limit to your time and there's a limit to how much you can earn. But as an investor, there is no limit to how much time your money can work for you. Can you see? So when you are not working, your money is what is actually working for you as an investor. So can you now see now that being an investor, you can make more money than being a worker? Because when you are not working, your money is working for you. So you don't need to toil night and day, stress yourself out, try to you are so tired and so worn out because you are a worker or whatsoever. But here, your money is the one working for you and not you working for the money. So there's nothing actually wrong being a worker. There's nothing actually wrong being a worker. But there's a limit to how much you can work and how much you can earn. Now, you are subjected to a tax as a worker. Can you see? You pay a tax. And the funniest thing is that as a worker, the more you earn, the higher you pay. Can you see? The more you earn, the higher you pay as a worker. So when you earn higher, you pay higher. Now imagine if you rely on your salary as a worker, you cannot be financially free. You cannot be financially free. So relying on your money as a worker cannot create what we call a financial stability. So if you want to be financially free, then you must not rely on your salary no matter how much you are earning. So no matter how much you are earning, it is not a cost. It is not somebody causing you now. No matter how much you are earning, you cannot rely on your salary to have what we call financial security. Do you know why? I will tell you now. Now, imagine in the course of your work, you lose that job that you so much cherish and you so much love. Don't you think all the money that you have saved, you are going to use that money to feed even before getting another job? Number three, one day you are going to leave that job. Abi, when you leave that job, what are you going to feed upon? Can you see? So, no matter how much you are earning, your money as a worker cannot guarantee you your financial security. So, the income will stop when you leave the job, except you have actually invested your money. Don't forget we're in a capitalist system. When you get paid from your for your labor or from your capital as an investor. So, as an investor, you are being paid a capital. You have what we call a compound interest at the end of the year per annum. Your money is still working and working and working and working, even though you are no longer a worker. Can you see now? Can you see what we're saying there now? So even though you are not a worker, your even though you are not a worker and you are not working, but because you have actually invested your money in the right way, then the money is working for you even when you are not when you are not working. So the best way to make money is when you invest your your capital. So you must invest your money in 2024. You must invest your money. So the wealthiest people in the world today are the investors and the creators. The investors and what and the creators, not the workers, not the employee. Can you see? Not the employee or the worker. The most richest people at the end of the day are the investors and the creator, the owner of the business, and the what? And the investors that have invested their money, that even though they are not working, their money is actually working for them. So which category do you want to belong to? Are you going to be a creator or an investor or a worker? Even though you are a worker, there is still hope for you at the end of the day. If you have what? If you decide what to be an investor. So while you are earning that money that looks so bogus, that looks so gargantuan, that looks so big, that looks so large to you, while you are earning that money, invest part of the money. You can spend part of the money, save for emergency, and invest part of that money. I always tell people you can do what we call maybe 60-30-10. That is 60% of that money should go for spending, 10% should go for emergency, and 30% will go for investment. Invest in the future, because one day you are not going to work again. One day you are going to leave that job. Anything that can come up at any point in time. But your investment will keep going and going and going and going. Even when the company is liquidated, is no longer in existence, or they have liquidated, or they have gone into bankruptcy, they will still pay you as an investor before they can get paid at the end of the day. Do you get it now? So investment is the way forward. So to make money, you can either be, it is either you are a creator or you are an investor, or you are both a creator and also what? An investor. Do you understand now? So every individual should aspire to be an investor in the society, because that is what will guarantee your future. Do you understand now? So when you invest your money keeps working for you when you are not working. Do you see that? Now the choice is actually yours. That if you want to make more money in 2024, are you going to be a worker, or are you going to be an investor, or are you going to be a creator? I will decide to be a creator and also to be what? An investor, because you can actually combine the two of them together. Don't forget, a creator is an entrepreneur, the owner of the business, the person that creates a business. Then investor is the person that puts his money into investment and gets a return at the end of the day. But the worker is someone that gives his what? His time. It gives what? His labor. It gives his what? His energy, and is paid in return at the end of the day. But there's a limit to how far he can go if he does not actually invest his small money wisely. So don't squander that money, don't spend that money, invest part of the money, because those that owns the future are actually the investors. So I remain your humble, loyal, dedicated, inventive, pragmatic David Oni. And want to use this medium to actually say a very big thank you to those that have actually been watching our video. So if you never watch our video, go to watch it. If you never subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to share our videos to the outside the world. Now, I return the subscriber. Thank you and thank you and thank you. We are very, very grateful. You agree with me that this lecture has been very beneficial. It has been edifying. It has been building us up one way or the other. In me in particular, it has been building me up and it has been beneficial to me. So why don't you be part of that success story by being an investor today? Till we meet next time, I remain your dedicated loyal servant, David Oni. And my YouTube channel once again is David Oni. Thank you so much and God bless you guys. Bye bye.